2 and 2. 2 cents. That's all I got. That's all I got. And I hope that helped you. Created some beautiful candles. Again, we family. And I want all of us to be winning. Okay? Measure to get this wax out. And then you're a part of this channel. You subscribe. You got to win, honey. You got to win in this life. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by to hang out with me today. Today I have a little bit of a haul. I got a couple of packages that I want to open with you. So let's see what I got. Not really sure. It's more than likely some candle stuff, but we're gonna open that together. And then I thought that I got some requests for some more candles. So I need to make a batch of candles. Tangela needs to make a batch of candles. So we're going to make some candles together. But first, before we do that, let's take a look and see what we have. So it is the month of December. And I know many of you are out there in the lines and doing your thing. So I need y'all to be careful out there on them streets, okay? Be careful out there in them streets. The month of December is a lot going on. It's the end of the year, and I want all of y'all to make it to 2026, okay? So be careful out there in them streets, and don't go out there unless you need to go out there, okay? Enjoy your family. Enjoy this time away. I hope you guys are taking some well-needed vacation time. Resting your brain and getting some relaxation, okay? I hope y'all doing it because this time of year, you don't work all year long. So hopefully in these next couple of weeks, you can take a deep breath. It's at the end of the year. We're thankful for what the good Lord has done and how he has brought us thus far. But I hope y'all are getting some much needed rest, okay? Get some rest. Rest and relax. All right. So looks like I needed some. I ran out. It happens. So I got some more wax. You guys know that I'm a bit partial to coconut wax, but got some wax. And looks like I got a fragrance. Let's see what we got. I got a fragrance. Let's see. Y'all know, I don't know what it is with me and Bramble Bear. I need to venture out, but this one is... It's called Blueberry Thyme. Maybe we should use that today. We'll see. But I've never smelled this one. This is new to me. So I hope it's a good one. So we'll try it. This feels like this might be Votus. And I hope so because we do need, I have some Votus that we can use. So my neighbors, I'm going to be giving candles out to my neighbors. I love it. I love that candles bring people so much joy. People love candles. They love the smell. It brings like warmth to your home. It brings like a different, like a vibe, depending on the scent of the candle. It creates a vibe for your house. So if you guys have ever thought about giving candles looking for a good gift to give to people during the holiday season, give them a candle, honey. Go ahead, make them a candle. Make it homemade. Don't go to the store and buy it. Go and make it yourself. And listen, people would be so impressed that you actually know how to create candles and give them away. I'm telling you, it's a thing. It's a thing. It is a thing. So let's see what us got in here. Yep. Looks like these are, this is definitely a votive or vessel box. So we're going to open it over there when I get ready to make these candles. So we're going to take a look at them together and give you a closer. Well, actually, let me do it right here. Let's take a look and see what they look like. Because, honey, I be out these streets ordering stuff and forget what I done ordered. Let's take a look while I got you here. Let me see if I can open up this box. I'm having to pry this one open. And yeah, like I think I told you guys, when you have like the company that I use that I really like to get these voters from, like they have all the things. Like they have the like, what do you call this? Like the it's like a label. They provide labels. They provide the, I don't know if you guys can see that. They provide the warning labels for you. They provide the stickers. They provide the wicks and the wick holders. I don't use them because those wicks for what I need them to do, they don't throw off very well. So I'm more partial to the eco cotton wicks. That's my favorite. But to each his own. Hey, they ain't here, they're free. You can try it. But what I find, I think that they don't give them a good scent. So y'all know I love the clear. If you've been watching me, you know that my love is the clear votive. But I in a video, and I can pop the video up here. I bought some little 4-ounce frosted votives that I made holiday candles for my coworkers, and I love that look so much. I went and got the 12-ounce votive in it. That frosted look is given, honey. This frosted look is given. I really like this look. So I think we're gonna go ahead and use these today, honey. I got a couple of clear ones over there that I can use as well. But I'm gonna make a good big batch because I'm going out of town soon. And I need to go ahead and make them so they can start curing. So then I can pass them out to my neighbors before I leave. So let's get started with a little candle making. And I need to talk to y'all about something. Stick around. I need to talk to y'all about something because I've been online looking and listening. Some of y'all, like, we got to go into 2026 better than what we've been doing. Okay? Like, we really need to be thoughtful about how we're approaching the new year. Okay? So I want us to talk about that. Like, I'm going to do these candles, but I got a little chit chat I need to give y'all. Y'all know I do them little 2 cents now. You know, I give you a little 2 cents on some things. But I think I really want to address some things that I've been seeing, like how we're approaching the new year and making sure that we're setting ourselves up for success in the new year. Okay? So let's talk about that. All right, folks. So I got all my stuff out. I put all my stuff that I need. Got my apron here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get started working on a batch of candles today. I pulled out, looks like we may do about, let's see, 7 candles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles. So we'll get started prepping those and getting them ready for wax. I need to move to get, let me do my math now. So I'm doing, these are 12-ounce votives. I'm doing 7 of them. So 7 times 12. Well, we're not going to fill them all the way. So 7 times 10 will be about 70 ounces, which will 16 ounces per pound, which is what I'm going to do at 2 pounds. So I need a couple of pounds. A lot of wax. Okay. Let's get these vessels ready, but in the meantime, let's do our math for the number of pounds of wax that we're going to use. So we're going to do 4 of the Pretty Frosted, and we're going to do 3 of the clear, because y'all know, like, For whatever reason, these 12-ounce boulders are just so pretty to me. Like, like when they're burning in your house, they're just so beautiful. So, I mean, I really do love um this one. These kind of got me in a chokehold, so y'all already know. Anyway, let's do our math. So we have, all right, where my calculator at? What? Somebody get the calculator. All right. All right, so we're gonna need 70 ounces. We know divided by 16, because 16 ounces is a pound. So we're gonna need 4.3 pounds of wax. That's gonna be almost that whole bag of wax. That's a lot of wax. So that's fine though. We'll prepare that, and I think I may even need less than that because I'm thinking of going in with maybe some molds on top of the candles, and as well as some piping some whip toppings on them. So we may not even need that. We may just need like half, but then we still will need wax to pull in. So actually, I'm just going to go with the whole 5 pounds. And when I measure out the amount that I'm going to use, because I'm going to need I need enough fragrance for it. So this is, I have these two. I told y'all, when you're doing candles, you got to know a little bit of math, right? You got to be able to, you know, get your math skills out. So depending on that, so I know how many pounds of wax I need, but I also have, I need to make sure that I have enough fragrance to cover that much wax, right? So I'm going to actually do 3 pounds because I only have 2 of these, and I want to make sure I have a good scent throw. And I have some other, I was just looking at some of my other fragrances to see if they would go, if I had another one. But this is totally fine. So what we'll do is we will use what we have, and then we may, like I said, we may use some of like these to go on top. And I have some other wax molds that we may be able to use, but I really like this one. I love the way that these flowers turn out. So we may be able to put a couple on some of them, and then maybe the others we can pipe in some actual whip topping on the top to fill those. Or I can just do 4. I can cut down the number of voters that I'm doing and just use a different fragrance, which may be, honestly, that might be the best thing that I do. Yep. All right, just to be on the safe side, to make sure that I have enough fragrance that's going to be on point, what I've decided to do, we're going to do 4 votives and see what's left over, depending on how heavy or light I pour them. And then the rest of it we're going to put in molds. We'll put some in votives, we'll have some in the mold, and then we'll save some for whipping for the top. So, and we know when we put air into the candle wax, it'll kind of yield. It'll give you more because you're putting air into the actual wax. So it's going to make it, it makes it fluffier. So you feel like you have more, but you really don't, right? So let's do that and see how that yields. All right, so we're gonna do about 3 pounds of wax. So I'm gonna zero out this baby, zero out my scale. I have my pitcher on top. We're gonna go with 3 pounds, which is still a good bit of wax, right? order some more wax. Almost there. All right, 3 pounds. Okay, so we're gonna put this into our yeah, I don't know why I always want to call it the Max Welter. I'm gonna put it into the Max Welter. Why do I keep doing that? It's not a Max Welter. It's actually called a wax melter. Lord have mercy. I don't know. Anyhow, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. Long as you know. All right, let's get it into the wax melter. Okay. All right, let's get it all in there. All right. Let's get this baby to melting. All right. So that's melting, so we'll get started cleaning. So we are going to start cleaning our vessels and do a little chit chat. Let's talk a little bit. We all need our own personal relationship with God. And y'all, a lot of y'all be trying to be deep. He don't need all of that, trying to be deep. Like I tell y'all, if y'all seen any of my videos, y'all know I something going on. And Lord, my prayer life is just talking to him. Lord, this is what's going on in my life. Lord, what is on your heart and your mind about this situation? Or most of the time, and where we should be is, Lord, I just thank you for where I am. I thank you for what you're doing. I know that whatever's for me is for me. Like, so you're praying, not amiss, but you're praying knowing that it's already done. You're praying knowing that God wants the best for you. He wants the best for you. He wants you. He has all these things for you, and he wants you to get them. He's not trying to withhold any good thing from us. The Bible tells you that, your word, that's in your word. Withhold no good thing. But we need to be, if you don't hear him, then how you going to know where to go? How you going to know where to be? How do you know who to align with, who to connect with, right? Because y'all think some of us just be waiting for stuff to fall out the sky. And it's not going to just fall out the sky. Now, he can do anything, but a lot of times it's in divine connections. You know, it's in divine connections and in places, and he will help you understand what he wants for your life. But you gotta, what I want you to take from me is you gotta still your mind and be intentional about your time. Make sure that you're spending time with him so that you can hear. So not only talking to him, but also being quiet and listening. Now, what I do is I like to when I'm spending time with him, I like to write it down. Because you don't want it to be taken away just like that. The Lord can speak to you, but you don't want to miss it or forget about it because you didn't write it down, right? So I told y'all before, in my old vlogs, and if you've been following me, you know I love to journal. And if you have not been following me, what you doing with your life, honey? Come on over here. We have just a good time on this channel. So join the family. We welcome you. Push that like and subscribe and share. Do all the things and come back through and check on your girl. See what's going on. We do a little travel, a little bit of candle, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. and we have a good time. So please join the family. But back to what I was saying. If you've been watching me, you know I love to journal. And I journal because it helps me to get out thoughts. It helps me to share, gratitude and things like that. You don't have to journal if you have phones. If you like doing things like digitally, you like phones or tech or your computer or whatever, wherever. Make sure what I'm saying, document it. Make sure you document it. And continue to like listen. And again, the more you spend time talking to him, you will start to understand what he's trying to get to you. You will be able to hear him better. You'll be able to understand what he wants, he's trying to get to you even better. So with that being said, you gotta separate time. Like sometimes it needs to be early in the morning. You need to get up before these chaps get up, child. So you before you start cooking breakfast and getting the house ready. Sometimes you might need to set that alarm for about an hour or 30 minutes before everybody else get up, and you have your moment with him. Start doing that. Start showing God that you're intentional about spending time with him. You ain't gonna tell me that you ain't gonna hear him, because he see you trying. Lord, I want to hear from you. I'm trying to, I want to know where you want me to be. What do you want me to do? Right? How am I showing up for your people, for the kingdom? Right? So you want to make sure that you're intentional about, finding that time, that quiet time to spend with him, getting into your word, talking to your prayer life, but also finding that time to just sit and be still and wait on his answer. Because guess what? He's always speaking. That's one thing. He's always speaking. He always. But it's because we got so much noise, y'all don't hear that still small voice. It's hard when it's so many distractions around us. So that's why I'm huge on making sure that I cut the TV off. It's off today. I said I was going to turn it. I forgot to turn it back on because I like to have a little something playing back there for y'all. But my TV's off. Yeah, or cut your phone off. Spend some time and get away from your phone. Find time to fast and pray. Ooh. That's for you. That helps to control that flesh and put it into subjection so that you can hear better. Find some time. Maybe a day, half a day. But be intentional about it. Okay? 2 and 2. 2 cents. That's all I got. That's all I got. And I hope that helped you. Now, if it helped you, I need you to put that in the comments for me. Because I want to know if because I try to give to you what God gives to me to give to my folks, the folks that are on this channel. Again, we family. And I want all of us to be winning. Okay? You're a part of this channel. You subscriber. You got to win, honey. You got to win in this life. In order to win in this life, we have to be aligned with the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Okay. That's what we're going to do over here. All right. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. All right, let's see what we got over here. Ooh, we good and melted, honey. Melted. All right, so I have it. I have it here. We're going to zero it out. I want 1.5 pounds because I'm going to do... Get it? Oh yeah, almost Johnny, right on point. So that's a 1.5 pounds. So we got 1.8 pounds, 1.8 pounds. So we are going. I'm gonna put this back into the melter because I don't want it to get cold on me. Oh, it does not fail. Like almost every week, I get an email from folks that are looking for, some of the things that I have used here. Listen, I got you covered. Its links are in the description. I know sometimes we're watching YouTube and a lot of people don't go to the actual description. I get it. I'm one of them. But however, I want you to know I got you covered. Like if you're looking for any supplies around candles, some of y'all have commented on my jewelry. You girl, you know that your girl is a gold girl. I'm a gold girly, so I love the gold. Even the rings that I have on, a lot of that I have ordered. So these are some of the rings. If you want some of these things, I got it. I got you. Go. The links are in my description. So if you want these things, you don't have to email me. Now, if you want to email, I appreciate y'all emailing me because I love every week I do sit down and I go through my emails and I do respond. So those of you that know, like y'all know I will respond. And if I get it, like I try to respond like on Sundays, but if I can see it throughout the week, I will definitely make sure that I get that response back to you. But a lot of people are asking like about my jewelry, or if you want to know where I get this apron from, I got you covered. I got you covered. So you can 100% go into the description. I got the links there for you, honey. Tangela ain't gonna leave us behind. Y'all family, I don't do that. Ain't no gatekeeping around here, honey. No gatekeeping. Okay. All right, now let's get this fragrance into this welted max. Y'all see what I'm doing? What is that called? We're gonna put it into this welted max. How am I make it make sense? It don't. Into the melted wax. Thank you, Father. Put it together now, Tangela. Get it together. All right, we're going in with this blueberry time. This is my first time. Oh yeah, this is a very nice scent. Not that I've had, well, yes, I have. I have had some fragrances that I was not crazy about, but this is pretty nice. So we're going to go in with this whole bottle. And let's get to stirring. We're going to stir a little bit. Y'all, did I tell y'all that I was moving? I did tell y'all, or did I not? Do y'all not know I'm moving? Your girl is moving into the city, honey, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I am ready to do something different, see something different. I've been living out here in the burbs for quite a while, and I'm just excited about something new in the new year. You know, it's something about like almost like having a new start, like a new lease, just something totally different. So I'm excited about it. I'm gonna miss my home. I'm selling it, and then I'm gonna move into the city and hang out there for a while and look around until I'm ready to buy. But we're moving, And sometimes, you know what? To get what God wants you to have, sometimes you got to move your feet. And I know a lot of people, and this may not be for all, but I do know for most, moving locations, going somewhere different, that is not, not a lot of people can do that. I've learned, like I've always felt like I've been free and able to do whatever. Like, and I love that because I don't ever want to be in a situation where the Lord says move and I tell him no. Because that's what you do. When God tells you to do something and you don't do it, you're telling him no, right? You're telling him no. Don't tell God no. I can't tell him no. I do all I can not to tell him no. I want to make sure I'm not telling God no. But when opportunities arise, we be praying about things. Lord, do this. Lord, do that. Please help. And he opened doors and you don't walk through them. Come on now. Because of fear, doubt, unbelief. Be ready. Just do it. And I tell people all the time, do it afraid. Did I tell you to do something? You ain't sure. You scared out your brain. You don't know what. Do it scared. Do it scared. Just do it. Because one thing I've learned about the Father, about our God, if he call you to it, he obligated to see you through it. Meaning he gonna make the way. You hear me? He gonna make the way. So if he tell you to make the move, he gonna provide. He gonna make sure you have the provisions. If he give you an idea, he's gonna bring you the strategy. If he give you a business, he gonna bring the people. He'll bring the finance. You just got to do your part and obey. Don't tell him no. You're missing out on some of the greatest things ever. Because when God got a plan for you, ain't no matter that his plans don't fail. He don't lose. We serve a God that don't lose. You hear me? He don't lose. This is a word for somebody. I know it might not be for everybody, but this is a word for somebody. And if it's for you, raise your hand and tell God thank you. Hallelujah. Raise your hand and tell God thank you. If it's a word for you. Just saying. Just saying. Y'all, I got my, I'm trying to see. Oh, the battery is dead. So, yeah, I got a GoPro. So, I'm trying to film on this GoPro. And the problem with filming on a GoPro is that you can't see yourself. Like, I don't know if I'm in the frame or if I'm out the frame. Because the camera is facing me. Now, I'm looking at y'all because y'all on my phone. I can see me on this phone talking to y'all. So, I know I'm in the frame. Right? So I got to learn this. I've had this GoPro for a while and I love it. I was in Hawaii some years ago. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I know y'all probably heard that beeping. That's why it took my attention. But it was amazing shooting the Hawaiian island and things that I was doing out there. It was awesome. But for this, I'd rather us. But anyways, back to what I was saying. If God call you to it, He's going to bring you through it. He'll make sure all the provisions, you just have to know how to trust him. He can't fail. Our God does not fail. Our God does not fail. He don't. That's not in his nature. That's not in his makeup. He don't make mistakes. He don't break promises. It's just not, he's incapable of doing, that's not who he is. He a good father. He a good daddy to us. So, all right, okay, this will work. I'm going to put this in here because we're going to need you later. We're going to need you later. Now, before I put this wax, I got it right. Before I put this wax with a W, you heard that? I need to go in and warm up these vessels right quick. Ooh, I have some more left in there, honey. Get every drop. Down to the last drop. Last drop. All right. All right, so let's heat up these vessels. Got my heat gun. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Are you ready? All right, let's get the wax in here. Put it in our pourer. Y'all, this is just a regular pancake pourer. Y'all, again, I'm making candles for my neighbors for Christmas. And I'm so excited. I love to give it to them. See their faces. And get themselves some homemade candles. Homemade candles. I'm telling y'all, y'all want to give folks a good gift, give them some candles. I'm telling you, people love candles. I know I do. All right, let's get to pouring. This is my favorite part. Let's pour. Start up top. They do smell good. It's a nice, like, fruity smell. That's nice. Not a favorite, but it is nice. Oh, a piece of hair done got up in there. How did that happen? Let's go here. All right. Now that was 1.5 pounds of wax, and we just did 4. We just did 4 motives. And remember, they're not all the way full. Use this bowl for whipping. So let's get the rest of the wax out. I'm going to add fragrance, and I think we may be able to just get the rest of it out in here. Let's go ahead and add the fragrance. Go ahead and do our stirring. And then we can use it on the top. So whether it be in the silicone molds or if it's something like like I say, we'll whip it. Like, so we'll put it in here to we'll whip it. So let's get this stirred up. Stirred up. So what y'all giving folks? What y'all out there in them streets buying during this time? Put it in the chat. Y'all done bought the stoves out yet? Y'all done bought these folks stores out? Done wore out the Walmart and Target and Sam's Club and Macy's and the malls? Y'all, if y'all get a chance, I would love to see like pictures of your tree. As you see, like it looked like June in my house. I know. But when you're selling a home, they don't want you to allow it to look seasonal. But you guys, let me tell you, next year, lit up. Okay, whole house. I got like 4 or 5 Christmas trees down there in my garage, honey. We do the holiday decorations around this place, okay? When I tell you it hurt my feelings when the realtor was like, no, Tangela, you can't I can't put my tree up. What you mean? They don't want to see Christmas trees. Tangela, it's not a good idea to, for your photos and for the showings to have. I said, but they would love the. I was like, okay. But y'all, this house sold so fast. It was crazy. I think it was only on market like 2 weeks. Only on market like 2 weeks. And I was under contract just like that. So, let me know if y'all want to see me move. I don't know. I don't know if y'all want to see me pack and all that kind of stuff. I can definitely create that content. Let me know if that's stuff you want to see. If not, don't, I hear you. No big deal. But, the holiday season is such a beautiful time of the year. And I 100%, like, I love this time of the year. And I think the biggest thing I love about this time of year is family. Like, getting together with your family. Like, I'm going home this week. Y'all, I'm about to bust out the steam. I'm so excited. I'm about to bust out the seam about it. because that's what it's all about, is seeing family, being with family, just doing all the things. And it's just about, like, it's not about the gifts. We already know that it's about Jesus. Okay. I'm so glad he was born. Okay. I'm so glad he was born, because if he was never born, there would have never been a death and a resurrection, right? So I know that we can get all technical about, is this really the time that he was born? Listen, I don't need all them details. But I am gonna celebrate this, because this was what we had set aside as his birth. That's all right with me. So don't come for me in them comments like, nah, please don't. Please don't come for me in the comments. But what I'm saying is that uh it's it's good that we have this time of year to take time away from. Most of us, like, are not like you're able to take a little time off, but also it's time where families come together, and you cannot tell me that is not what God wants for us. Like, I know he smiles when he sees how we show love, and how we love on one another during this time. Because I think that coming together, like they have what for Thanksgiving, and for Christmas, and for the New Year. Like, I appreciate this time set aside. And for me, it's all about family, and getting together, like loving on one another. And I'm gonna tell you, I love loving on my family, honey. All right, so it's been a minute, and as you can see, we're pretty solid. We're getting there. It's still, you can see it's real soft, but it's still warm. So I think it's just right for whipping. So let's do some whip it, baby. Whip it right, let it whip. Let's whip it. Let's whip it. So, y'all, as you can see, I am struggling just a smidge with this piping. And what I've learned is that a couple of things. Like, you got to move fast with the wax. So, it needs to be at a good enough consistency where, like, it was at a good consistency ready for piping, but you have to move fast because as it cools, it hardens, right? So, the metal tip, and thanks for the person that gave me that comment about warming the tip up so that when it passes through, it's not so cold. So I will start using my heat gun next time to warm up that tip so that it's not so cold. But I feel like I need a bigger tip, like a wider tips so that the wax can flow through it freely. So it just didn't work out for me. So as you can see, what I went in, and I just went in with my heat gun and I melted the top, and I decided to get my silicone mold flowers out and just put it on top. So it looks like flowers on a mound. It actually works out. So you'll see in the end, like it worked, but like I really had to go in with my heat gun and sort of kind of like melt things down
and try to fix the candle or make the candle look a little bit better using the silicone molds. And it actually worked out. So I tell y'all all the time, I don't, I love the way a candle looks, but the smell, of course, is what we really want. We want a beautiful candle, 100%. But I just, like I'm giving these away, so I really wanted to zhuzh them up just a little bit more. So again, you see me going in with the heat gun because I didn't like the way that the piping was going in. It just was not given. It was not given. So I had my um the flower molds, so went in with those. We're set. So, you know what? The heat gun, if you want to melt wax down, you want to fix it, if you don't like it, just it's no big deal. Listen, I'm here for the process, honey. I love the process. Right now, my mind is at rest. I'm relaxed. I'm chilling. I'm enjoying it. I'm happy. My soul is happy. And that is what matters. Enjoy the process. Just make the candle. Make the candle.
And just like that, we've created some beautiful candles to give away to the neighbors. Just like that.